Operator policies allows you to choose which networks your devices connect to when they are in specific locations. Let's go into one of these operator policies. I've selected Mexico only and I go to the Rules tab. The Rules tab gives you a breakdown of countries and then networks per country. In this case we have Mexico only, and if I scroll down to Mexico, we can see that the entire Mexico has been selected. I can now further drill down and reject, allow, or use certain networks as a fallback within Mexico. This will allow this SIM, when in Mexico, to attach to Telcel, Telefonica. We are rejecting AT&T and using the rest as a fallback. Regional policies allows you to indicate where your traffic should break out, in which edge site that's available on the account, when the device is in a specific location and connected to a specific network. Let's go into this Force via North America policy. I'm going to the Rules tab. It looks similar as the operator policy rules. We have a breakdown of countries and then networks per country. And here we can specify, for example, if an endpoint is in Albania connected to T-Mobile, what traffic should break out via Europe or North America. In this case it's Force via North America, that's the name we gave this policy. So we're going to say all the networks Force via North America. This allows you to specify your breakout location when your endpoint is in Albania to be the North American packet gateway. These slices are like virtual networks in a cloud-based environment. It's like your personal slice of the mobile network. vSlices is an important security concept, as all traffic inside a vSlice is separate and segregated from traffic in other vSlices. A vSlice is basically like a holding container. It has a name, a moniker which can be used in the API, a DNS mode, and an optional event map. You can also specify subnets on a vSlice. This gives you control over the IP addresses assigned to your endpoints, which is very useful if you want your endpoints to fit into your backend VPN server, for example, to make your routing work. You can have more than one subnet, and subnets could also be shared between vSlices. Routing policies can be used to route your traffic from your endpoints to a specific routing target. A routing policy needs to be in a vSlice for security purposes, and then we can define a set of policy rules on the routing policy. The routing policy has a name, a moniker, which can be used in the API, and then we can go over to the routing policy rules. These rules can be as complex or as simple as you want them. The rules has names, can be matched on a source, a destination, protocol, source ports, and then the action, which is to drop, to forward to a target. In this case it's internet via Europe, or to reflect the traffic back to the network if you want to do SIM to SIM communications. Unique ability to remotely access your cellular devices securely through the mobile network over the internet without needing a public IP address. This is done by a feature we call the remote access proxy. When enabled in the routing policies, each endpoint is allocated a unique subdomain. This allows you to reach a web admin interface exposed on the device itself securely over the internet. In my case, it's Webman on a Linux machine, but this could be any interface a 4G router or a LoRaWAN gateway exposes. Events are recorded for all the operations which happens inside the core mobile network on specific endpoints. These events could be data session events, authentication events, data session deleted events, and there's more than 45 events to subscribe to. Using event handlers, you can specify targets where these events should be sent to, for example webhooks, and using event maps, you can subscribe to the specific events that you are interested in. This gives you visibility and alerts of what's happening with your endpoints in the mobile network.